went to the tribunal, and I also lost there, and I accepted the verdict of God in good faith, and I moved on with my life. I remained in the SDP until 1992, when the junta of election was annulled. I feel I must add my words here so that if this motion finally scales through, people like us will come up with something in collaboration with others to write history books that will be referred to our young ones. Like the historians are saying, history is nothing short of statement of the victor over the vanquished. So now we are the victors. We are not the vanquished. So it is time for us to write our own narratives. Those in the military who annulled the election, with due respect to all of them, they are now the vanquished, and they have not come up with anything yet. I attended Pa Shogun Oshoba's unveiling of his 80 years birthday, where his book was unveiled. He called it Battle Lines in Journalism and Politics. I read some part of what he wrote there when I was coming back. I don't have the book yet. I borrowed it from Nasu Sanizango. I intend to have a copy for myself, and I'll read it through. History is very important because it is the link between the past, the present, and the future. And that's what we are missing now. Many of our young ones don't know the history of how even this country came into existence. And that's why we remain divided along ethnic, religious, and geopolitical considerations. Many countries were amalgamated by the colonial masters, and they remain united. They do not speak the same language. They do not have common religion. They do not have common destiny. They don't have common geography. Example is Tanzania. It's a multi-racial, multi-ethnic country, but if you go to Tanzania today, everybody speaks as Tanzanian, not as Tanganyika or not as Zanzibar. And they have different languages. It's a very beautiful country, and we should emulate them. And I think that's why, until now, they never had military intervention in their politics. Since from independence, from Julius Nyerere, whom they call Mwalimu, until today, they always have successful transition from one regime to another. It is time now we should let our young ones to know the importance of history, to respect it, and to appreciate it in order to prepare for the future, to unite us, one, and be one. By whatever reason, God in his infinite mercy joined us together, the North and the South, the West and the East, and everybody, the Hausas, the Igbos, Ibibios, Epics, and even the Tivs and the Nupes, the Fulanis, the Tuaregs, the Zabramas, everybody, we must accept this fact. We can't change it, and we can't reverse it. If we are going to reverse it, the consequences should be forecasted. We don't want it to happen. So, honorable colleagues, the June 12 struggle was an important stage in the history and development of Nigerian politics and administration. I support that it should be recognized and it should be imbibed in the curriculum of the tertiary, even in the secondary and tertiary institutions. It is very important we must reflect this. As we are seated here, many of us when we are coming, your name is Olumide, my name is Musa, this one is Nkiruka, this one is that. We all come from different backgrounds, but when we are here as Nigerians Parliament. I'm not here as Musa, you are not here as Nkiruka, you are not here as Osai, you are not here as Bawanja Mila. We are here as Nigerians. So this is important. Nobody should add any ethnic coloration to it. It is because of that the president of this government, President Muhammadu Buhari, recognized the importance to recognize June 12 as Democracy Day for Nigeria, and it has been approved by us here, and it has been institutionalized. If the executive will have that milestone to accept what was not supposed, or what was ordinarily couldn't have been supported by others, then why shouldn't we give it a legal backing, a legislative backing that will make it part and parcel of our history? If our children will be taught the history of our forefathers before, the Mansa Musas of Mali, the Shanghai Empire, the Kanem Borno Empire, the Sokoto Caliphate, the Yoruba Kingdom, why don't we give another version to the history that we are living witnesses, that we can verify, can be verified by everybody, and that can also add meaning to the existence of our future. All those kingdoms, until now, many of us didn't know how they exist because there were no proper records on them, but we believe them. The Hausa Bakwai, the Banza Bakwai, and the Hausa Kingdom. Until now, some historians are saying that were folktales, and nobody can deny that. But today, this is something that happened about 28 years ago, and we are all witnesses to that. Even as young people, we can still reflect, we can recollect, we can remember vividly everything that has happened. Nobody can deny anything that existed and that happened within the June 12th struggle. Many people lost their lives. Many people exiled. Many people were detained. And today is another day for us to respect those people who lost their lives, those people who exiled, and those people who are detained. So I urge everybody here to support this motion and the House to resolve that it should become part of a curriculum of our history.